What would I do if I had to start at zero again as a brand new agent? Well, today I'm going to share the exact lead generation plan that I would follow to gain the momentum needed to rebuild another multi-million-dollar business from scratch. Now we're talking about an exact roadmap to bringing in leads from not one, not two, but 5 different lead sources to see the quickest and best results in today's market. Welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Amber Joy, and this whole channel is dedicated to helping you grow and scale your real estate business using the latest lead generation strategies. So if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the goodness. Now, I'm really excited about today's video because I have seen other people in other industries do this, and I learned a lot. So it got me to thinking, what would I do if I had to start over? Because I've learned a lot in the last 20 years as an agent, and I can confidently say that the things I did to become a top producer, build 3 real estate offices, and even win Team Leader Hall of Fame is not the same things that I would do if I had to start over today. So let's dive into the exact roadmap to taking a business from 0 to $1 million in GCI. Now, I'd start by mapping out a business plan to develop 5 pipelines of leads, starting one at a time. Now, the first one would be my sphere of influence. I would sit down and list out everybody that I knew first, because a warm lead will always convert faster than a cold lead any day. And with a really good sphere marketing and relationship building system, well, you can expect 20% of your sphere to send you a referral. Now, that's the highest of any lead source. Let's break that down for a second. Let's say that your sphere list is 300 people and each of them knows 100 people. That's 30,000 opportunities for real estate referrals in one valuable category. So it's clear that the sphere always has been and will remain my #1 lead source. But let me be clear, I would not market to them the same way that I used to when I was new with old school marketing that just isn't working today, like postcards and stuff from a white box and trying to call them. That's not going to cut it today. I would elevate to more of a new school marketing to reach people where they are in today's world and provide massive value. Now, if you want to hear specifically what we do in our sphere marketing system, what we call the referral formula, click the link in the description below for some free training. Now, the second lead source that I would go after is starting a YouTube channel, and then I would post 1 new video weekly. Now, I just love YouTube because it's the 2nd largest search engine in the world, and it's going to allow you to reach a large audience, not to mention a new audience in your area, which you need because you want to grow your list. Now, the #1 search engine above YouTube is Google, and guess what Google shows at the top of a search usually? Videos from YouTube. So by posting videos on YouTube, I'm going to get found on the top 2 search engines online. And we know statistically that people typically start their buying and selling journey online, so I want to get in front of those people. Now, when agents consistently post the right content on YouTube consistently, I think I said that before, you have the potential to grow a thriving business within a year, and it only compounds from there. Now, another reason I love YouTube is that the content lives forever. I'm still getting clients from a video I posted over 2 years ago. Now, you can't say that about other lead gen activities that are typically short-lived, like you send a postcard and it goes in the trash forever to be forgotten. Not to mention the postcards are expensive, whereas it's free to post videos on YouTube, and in some cases, you can get paid by YouTube. That's right, I have been paid over $2,300 so far in ad revenue on just 1 video. Winning. All right, I'm curious, are you marketing on YouTube? And if not, why? Comment below, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Now, my next lead source would be micro content, also known as vertical video on social media. Now, people are consuming a huge amount of short form videos. By posting to platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, you have the ability to reach a whole new audience with the content that you're already making anyways. Let me explain. what I would do is take the content topic that I just did for my weekly YouTube video, and I would break it down into smaller bite-sized videos, as in 60 seconds or less. Now the best part is fancy editing isn't required. I could post text on a screen over B-roll video of me to trending audio, or I could just talk to my audience directly and deliver the valuable content. And if I had a week where I was unable to film the micro content, I would still have my video editor take my long form YouTube video and edit it into short, valuable clips that I could then repurpose on those social media channels. Oh, now we're cooking. All right, let's get on to the next idea. Now, while I'm waiting for my YouTube channel and short form micro videos to gain momentum in the algorithm, I would start a vendor referral partnership program. Now, vendors, also known as local businesses and service providers, they're in contact with so many people from your community every single day because of what they do for a living. And I want to tap into that network. And what's the fastest way to get a referral from these service providers when they know at least a dozen other realtors? Well, the fastest way to get a referral is to give one. Now, in order to make this lead source work for you, you have to get beyond the usual vendors that you think about, like lender, title companies, inspectors, etc. Your sphere needs all kinds of services when they move from a new hairdresser to a landscape company, pool maintenance, HVAC repair. You get the idea. Now, they're also going to want information on local businesses, like what's the area's best coffee shops and where should they take their pets to get groomed. Be the go-to resource for referring service providers, as in the neighborhood expert to your sphere, on nextdoor.com, on your neighborhood Facebook group or your mom's Facebook group, and more. Now, to get started on this lead source, make a spreadsheet of vendors by category. Like, think how the yellow pages used to be. Oh my Lord, I just dated myself. Some of you don't even know what a yellow pages is. But you want to make it a goal to add one new service provider every single day until all the categories are filled up. Now, I have a total of 206 categories on my spreadsheet for everything known to man that someone would ever ask me for. Now, I have most of this process automated now, including emails to vendors using landing pages and forms to gather information that syncs directly to my vendor Google Sheet online. Now, keep in mind that if I add 206 vendors to my network, I've also added 206 people to my sphere list, because not only can I send them a referral, but they will also refer to you because you're proactively and systematically supporting their business. Like, how cool is that? Last but not least, I would focus on realtor-to-realtor referrals. There is a huge potential in this category. Now, realtor referrals have the highest conversion rate of any lead source, yet few agents are focusing on it. Now, I think most agents have good intentions in this category, but things seem to fall apart in the follow-up. For example, I see lots of agents get really purposeful about collecting and handing out business cards at a realtor convention that they go to in an attempt to network for referrals. But inevitably, they go home and they get busy, and that stack of realtor cards is collecting dust in a drawer somewhere. And the card you gave them is likely doing the same. Now, as with anything else, if you want to make agent referrals a lead source, you need a system around it. Now, when I meet a realtor with whom I want to become a referral partner, I have an automated system that I created that really ensures that I'm properly following up to stay top of mind for referrals, and that really separates me from the competition, as in all the other realtors. Now, for example, when I meet a new realtor, I open up my CRM app, I put in their contact information immediately, and I add a tag realtor to that contact, and then my automated system takes over. Now, the system will send one email monthly specifically written for realtor referral partnerships, where I use videos and GIFs to keep things fun and interesting. Now, the system also reminds me when to reach out quarterly with like a video text. So can you imagine what your business would look like if you had a system around generating referrals from agents all over the country, heck, all over the nation? Now, that's exciting. Well, there you have it, the 5 lead sources or the 5 pipelines that I would build if I was starting over today. Now, before I end this video, I think it's important to point out just a few things. You don't have to pick the exact lead sources that I did to be a successful agent. You can pick lead sources that complement your personality style or God-given talents. But notice I didn't say pick based on what you're comfortable with, because the comfort zone is where dreams go to die. I know I was definitely not comfortable with video when I first started. My videos were horrid, actually. But how do you get better at something? You practice. You do it imperfectly until you get better. Pick pipelines with a proven high return on investment today that attract your ideal client. Now, I know for me personally, I would not make one of my pipelines paid leads because I don't want to build a business that relies on something that I can't control. At any time, someone could take that lead source away from me or raise the price of those leads to something that just isn't doable, and I would lose all of my income. So if you decide to pay for leads, let that be the icing on the cake, not the cake. Now, when picking your 5 lead sources for everyone, and I mean everyone, number 1 should be your sphere. Sphere is the foundation to your business and where the largest percentage of your income will come from. And every other lead source that you pick, regardless of what it is, when they convert, where does it go? Well, it goes to your MET database, also known as your sphere. And ultimately, these other lead sources only exist so that I can grow my sphere list. Because if your sphere list doesn't grow, then neither does your business. So that list is the most valuable thing you own as a realtor. Now, the last tip is to build one pipeline at a time. Now, this is critical because it's more important to be consistent with 1 or 2 lead sources than to be inconsistent with 5. Now, I'm guilty of trying to do too much to get fast results. But when you try too many new things at one time, you become overwhelmed or inconsistent, which leads to frustration and little results. And ain't nobody got time for little results. So regardless of your lead sources, consistency is the key to building any empire that produces massive results. Thanks for joining me. I'm curious, what lead sources would you choose if you were to start over? Let me know in the comments. I read them all and I love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this content helpful for your business, be sure to hit the like button and even consider sharing this video with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.